I took a bunch of rice and I just processed it. Half of taste is in the texture. That's weird. I don't want to limit my rice. Happy New Year, everybody. Year of the Tiger. Hi guys, it's Rose and welcome back to Cheap Lazy Vegan and another mukbang slash cook with me video. So today we are back with Munching Mondays, which is my mukbang series, and mukbang is an eating show, so we are going to be eating together and we're going to be chatting. So if that's your thing, then keep on watching, and also don't forget to subscribe to this channel. And today we're also going to be cooking before the eating. So if you're interested in only the recipe, then stick around for the recipe and then you can leave if you want. I'm gonna show you the recipe first, okay? Because I gotta make the food. So this video is gonna be going out a day before Lunar New Year, as I like to call it, Korean New Year. As you might know, in East Asian culture, we celebrate New Year by the lunar calendar. So February 1st is Lunar New Year, okay? So hi, Happy New Year. Yes, on Lunar New Year, Korean people, we love to eat Korean rice cake soup, also known as Tteokguk. Tteokguk. Why does it sound funny? It sounds funny when I say it while I'm speaking English. Tteokguk, tteokguk. Tteok is rice cake, guk is soup. Tteokguk, okay? Rice cake soup. And we eat this on Korean New Year. It is very much tradition, and I actually did a recipe video on this either last year or 2 years ago. So I will link that down below because today's version is gonna be more of an instant version. It's more of a very quick way to make tteokguk. But the previous version I did is more of an in-depth version of how you can make it, like make the broth and all of that. It takes a little bit longer, but it's definitely very delicious. So I will link that video down below. It's definitely worth trying to make from scratch. It is really good making that broth, but today is gonna be more of a lazy, quick version. You could probably have this ready in 5 to 10 minutes. So let's get started. By the way, the written recipe and all of the measurements will be in a blog post linked down below. So I have not whipped out this cooker thing in a long time. First thing, we are going to heat up some water or vegetable broth. So I have water. Bring this to a boil. Okay, I got this thing on here. Bring that to a boil, and I'm gonna add half a veggie bouillon cube, or you can just use vegetable broth. I just always like to use the veggie bouillon cubes because I don't use enough veggie broth all the time. So every time I have like veggie broth in the fridge, it just goes bad. So I just buy veggie bouillon cubes or something I can just add to water, okay? It's just easier. So we're gonna add that in. So let's just mix this. Okay, you can whisk it together if you want the veggie bouillon to dissolve faster. I feel like I can just bring this to a boil, so I'm just gonna cover this up briefly. And then I have some tofu. Yay! Some soft tofu cut into cubes. So this is gonna be our protein, and then into the tofu I'm just gonna add a bit of soy sauce just to let it briefly marinate a little bit, you know? And I'm also gonna add in a tiny bit of sesame oil. You guys know Korean sesame oil. And then we're just gonna mix that up. Drop one, and then just kind of let it sit there for a second. Oh, sesame oil, so good. You guys gotta get the Korean kind, okay? Korean kind of sesame oil. 참기름. So, all right. Now we can just add stuff in. Very simple. I'm gonna add in quite a bit of mushrooms. I love mushrooms, okay? I got these ones. I couldn't find enoki mushrooms. You don't have to add in mushrooms, but we love mushrooms. So we're gonna add in some mushroom, okay? We just add the whole thing. Yeah, let's just add it all. You can never have enough mushrooms. And then we also have some minced garlic, yay! Now if you don't have minced garlic, you can just, I don't know, add in garlic powder or something. But I have minced garlic already. Once again, I have a garlic hack. If you want to know my garlic hack, I will link that video down below. See, it's already coming to a boil. It's gonna be so fast. I'm also gonna add in some green onion. And now we have the star of the show, Korean rice cakes. So you wanna get this kind for tteokguk, the coin-shaped ones, because apparently it's supposed to symbolize prosperity in the new year, you know? Shaped like coins. You're gonna get rich. We're gonna add this in. There we go. Ooh. Another thing I love to add to tteokguk, especially when I'm making like the instant kind, is store-bought veggie dumplings. So I found this one here from a Korean supermarket. Okay, this one is vegan. Yay! Just always make sure you check the ingredients list because I've accidentally bought non-vegan ones that looked vegan, so just check the ingredients list. But yeah, this one is like basically frozen, ready to eat. All you have to do is just boil it or steam it or something, and then they're pretty much ready to eat. And then this one is like perfect for soups and stuff. So we're gonna throw that in. So let's add that in here too. Whoop, whoop, whoop. I think at this point we can add our tofu. Very brief marination. If you want, you can marinate this for longer, okay? But whatever. We're gonna add that in and it's gonna be so delicious. Okay, now I'm just gonna let it boil for like a few seconds and then it'll pretty much be ready to eat. I know. Let me just taste the soup. Ooh, you know what I want to add? A little bit of kelp powder. This is optional, but I love adding kelp powder to any sort of like Korean broth thing because Korean people love to use like seafood to flavor their broth, and kelp powder is the perfect substitution because it gives you that seafoody, you know, flavor without harming the sea animals. It's kelp, and often Korean people use kelp anyway to make broth. So it's actually kind of perfect, okay? And that's gonna give it a little bit more depth and flavor in my opinion, but again, it's optional, you don't have to get it. I get mine from Iyer, I believe. I literally, this thing I've had for probably like 5+ years. It lasts forever, okay? No excuses. Well, I mean, if you don't like kelp, you don't have to add it. Here we are. Now let's give it a little taste again. I swear the kelp adds a more sophisticated taste. All right, we're just gonna boil it for like another 2 minutes and then it should probably be ready to eat. So the rice cakes, you can kind of tell when they're ready because I think usually when you make them in a normal sized pot, they should rise to the top. But this one, you can just kind of tell by like, I don't know, like poking at it. It's pretty much like ready to go. But I'm just gonna let it boil for another couple of minutes. Yay! All right, I said a couple minutes, but I'm already back. It's been like a minute. Look at this. Look how beautiful it looks. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is I'm just gonna turn this off. We're gonna add some more green onion. And then this is the ingredient, okay? Seaweed, okay? Roasted seaweed. You can use like nori if you have like the sushi nori, or you could just buy like those roasted seaweed packs at the Korean grocery store. Korean grocery stores are full of roasted seaweed, so you'll never have a shortage. This one is just like pure seaweed. There's nothing on it. It's not seasoned. My parents actually just like, they roast the seaweed themselves. So we're just gonna add this in. I like to be very generous with my roasted seaweed in my tteokguk. It adds so much deliciousness. So we love it, okay? Ooh, mix it well. And it's gonna like become soft. It's so good. And add some more. And you can add more as you eat as well. So just go crazy, okay? It's very delicious. All right, there is tteokguk. Yay! Oh my God, I'm so excited. Alright guys, so that's how you make like basically instant tteokguk. It's really, really good, and we're gonna eat now. So if you don't want to watch me eat, thanks for watching. Again, the recipe is below. I hope you make it. I hope you enjoy it. And yay! Time to eat. 잘 먹겠습니다. Alright you guys, ready to eat. I did bring it back to a boil. I'm so excited. If you know anything about Korean people, we love to eat stuff that's like piping hot. Oh my God, I'm so excited. We are ready to eat, okay? So of course, I gotta take some rice cake deliciousness. So I have a little bit more seaweed to add later. And I also have a little vegan kimchi. Yes, you gotta eat this with kimchi, guys. Very important. All right, let's dig in. Ooh, I'm so excited. Okay, it's gonna be hot, oh my gosh. Do you hear that chew? Oh my Lord. Why is like really chewy, doughy texture so good? Why? All right, let's take a dumpling. Ooh, vegetable dumpling. I can't remember the last time I actually made dumplings. I'm very lazy. I did make rice paper dumplings one time, but like regular dumplings like this, I'll just buy it. I mean, they're tasty. Yeah, highly recommend adding dumplings to your soup. Getting some of that tofu. By the way, you can always add in more 참기름, the sesame oil. If you add in more, it gives you more of that delicious savory flavor. Let's eat some mushrooms. Oh my god. Why are rice cakes so delicious? All right, let's get some rice cakes, some tofu, kimchi. Why is texture such an important element to how good something tastes? Is that also like an evolutionary thing? You know, like texture? Can we tell by something's texture if it's gonna be tasty? For example, even mushrooms, a lot of them don't even have much of a taste. Like these ones, very little taste, but I love the texture. Happy New Year, everybody! Happy New Year! It's very exciting. What year is this? Let me check. I think it's the year of the tiger. Yes, it is the year of the tiger. Does that mean next year is the year of the dragon? No. Was last year the year of the dragon? Oh my gosh. Oh, it must be 2024 is the year of the dragon. Yes. 2024 is the year of the dragon. I am year of the dragon. That's why I care about this. 2022, everybody. Year of the tiger. Do you guys all know your, animal? Like your lunar calendar animal? Because I don't know if it's very common in the Western world to know. Maybe you all know, I don't know. Another thing I like to do, add in a little kimchi. Little kimchi juice. Yup. Oh. And you can see the soup is getting thicker because the rice cakes are very starchy. Oh, starch. Why are you so delicious? Another dumpling time. Ooh, this one is breaking. No. Actually, sometimes when the dumplings break, it's still good because it adds more flavor to the soup. How are you guys? Are you guys celebrating Chinese New Year, Korean New Year, Lunar New Year? Maybe for some of you, it's your year of the tiger. You gotta make this, you guys. It's so good. I mean, obviously, the more in-depth version is better because the broth is like so good. But this is a good, you know, substitute, you know. It's still really delicious. I added quite a few rice cakes in here. Oh, you guys, honestly, carbs are so good. Rice cakes, so delicious. And did you know, Korean people, we also love to eat rice cakes like sweet. It's like a dessert as well. There's so many different kinds of rice cakes. Oh my gosh. There's like all kinds of dessert rice cakes that are so good. And I like those because it's not super sweet. It's not like so obviously sweet that it's like too much, you know? Dumpling! I'm sorry, but this is so good. So I finally started running again. It's picking up slowly. Same with working out. I fell off the wagon basically for a long time. Well, with running, I basically fell off the wagon after I did my half marathon. Bad. I like didn't run for a long time and I'm slowly getting back into it. But with working out, like going to the gym, lifting weights and stuff, I realized I haven't consistently done that since basically before the pandemic started, because the gyms were closed at first and then they would reopen, but like sparingly. So I feel like it's been so long since I've properly lifted. I mean, not that I was ever like proper lifter, but it's been a while since I've like properly had a gym workout routine that was consistent for longer than like a week or 2 weeks. So I forgot how hard it is to get back into that kind of routine once you fall out of it. So I'm slowly going back, okay? Taking it easy, not too crazy. And hopefully I can get back into like a more of a set routine. I just had a random thought about food textures. And I also realized I didn't even bring anything to drink. I was too excited to eat. Anyway, I had a random thought about food textures. What if something delicious, think about something, I don't know, pizza or pasta, something delicious, this, but you could eat it in like a paste form or some kind of like not so pleasant texture. It ruins the whole vibe. Half of taste is in the texture. Seriously, that's weird. That is weird, right? Because imagine eating, I don't know, anything in like a weird texture. Because I mean, if you think about it, rice cakes, they don't really have much of a taste other than what you add into it. The reason why they're so appealing is because of the texture. swear. Whoever invented rice cakes, bread. How amazing. How amazing. Do you ever wonder also, back in the day, somebody makes a recipe, how does it spread? You know? How does it spread to multiple people? Nowadays, we have the internet. But back then, they didn't have internet. So they just like tell the villagers, like, what happens? Yo, I made this thing, it's really good. I took a bunch of rice and I just processed it. And it's chewy and delicious. One thing I will forever be grateful for is that I never fell for the whole, you gotta limit your carbs to lose weight thing, okay? When I was a teenager, even when I used to eat a lot of meat, right? I'd still always have like carbs with it. I very rarely ate like a piece of meat and like nothing else. I always had like rice or something. And people always tell me, they're like, oh, the rice is what's gonna make you fat. So like limit your rice, you can eat other things. And I'm like, I don't wanna limit my rice. But also I think a small part of me knew that it's kind of not true. Cause I'm like, come on, it's rice. Could it really be that bad? You know? Whereas like this piece of meat is like high fat, high calories. And I'm like, it's rice, it's a grain. Could it really be that bad? Of course, if you eat a lot of it, of course, but I mean, there was a time when I ate less rice because I was trying to just like limit my calories, but never have I ever tried to like cut out rice or anything like that because I'm like, rice is life, okay? And rice cakes, oh, the joy it brings me. Anyone out there tried rice cakes but you don't like it? Oh my gosh, that is so good. Oh, you guys, I'm full, but I'm sad it's over. Last little bite of dumpling. There are no words. There are no words. All right, friends, so I was going to end it there, but I realized I got a persimmon. This is very like Korean New Year-y, so I thought, hey, I'm gonna eat a persimmon. Problem is, I don't really know how to cut it properly. Have you guys tried persimmons? Very common in Korea and also in other countries. Koreans love persimmons. This is called kam in Korea. I have a love-hate relationship with these. The thing is, I love them, they're delicious, okay? But some of them, and I can't ever tell which ones, some of them create a very weird feeling in the mouth. I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about, but it almost feels like it dries out your mouth. I don't know why some of them do this and why some of them don't, but so I've had multiple cases where I was very turned off because my mouth just felt really dry. Like, I don't know how to describe it, okay? It's like it feels rough and dry, and it takes a while for it to go away after eating the persimmon. So that's my like persimmon story. But this one doesn't do that, thank God. So my fear is that I'm gonna buy persimmons and they're gonna have that drying, you know, I don't know what it is. What, like, why? I don't get it. Anyways, I did not know what these were called in English for a long time because they didn't really have them in Canada. They were hard to find, so I didn't know the term in English, okay? But they are really good. If you've never tried persimmons, other than the ones that make your mouth feel weird, which I don't know how to find which ones those are. Other than those, they are very delicious. They are very sweet, very delicious. Even Nari loves them, my dog Nari. She loves persimmons. She loves apples and persimmons. All right, let's try it. Ooh, persimmon. Happy New Year, everybody. Year of the Tiger. Mmm. See, they're so good when they're good. I don't know how to describe them. The texture is like maybe a cross between a pear and a melon, maybe? I got a drink. I got bubbly. Mm-hmm. Woo! I'm having a feast today, you guys. This is so sweet. And in Korea, they also dry out the persimmons. You know how they like dry out figs and stuff like that? So they also dry out persimmons, and then it becomes like a really sweet, dry snack. It's so good. All right, guys, I'm feeling pretty full now. I think I'm gonna end it there. I'm gonna save these little pieces for later. They make such a great little dessert. It's so sweet and delicious. Hope you try out the persimmons. And also, I hope you try out the very easy, quick, instant Korean rice cake soup, also known as Tteokguk. Again, the written recipe will be linked down below, so make sure you check that out. And I'll also link my more in-depth recipe down below as well. You can choose whichever one you want to try. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, you guys. If you guys enjoyed this video, of course, give it a big thumbs up. And if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe. Follow me on Instagram, of course, and on TikTok. I am on TikTok. So follow me on TikTok, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!